Welcome to another podcast of Master Investor. Today's theme is going to be about execution and financial education. It's important that we understand that we must take action, right? And we have to launch, we have to do things, we have to, take massive action in everything, all right? And we have to get feedback from the market, even if it's not perfect. We get feedback, we can tweak it. But the most important thing is that we continue to grow by actually doing the real thing, okay? We study, we read, we learn, we teach as much as we do, right? And so it's all simultaneously happening, right? So let's follow everything that we plan with a plan of action, meaning that we get up every single day, right? And we have a plan. Every single hour of the day is counted for. The people that we're going to talk to on that day. Let's plan our day ahead, right? It's important that we look ahead of us and we exactly pinpoint where we're going to invest our time, who we're going to give that to, where we're going to learn from, where we're going to invest, where we're going to attract money from, which bank are we going to approach, which new asset we're going to acquire, which new PDF are we going to create that talks about our passions or whatever we are in love with, and we can teach and we can give valuable information back to the marketplace, people that are actually looking for that type of information. So many ways. By the way, go to www.masterinvestor.email and check out the system, the email autoresponder, whether you're starting out as an entrepreneur, you're already an existing inside investor, someone that knows how to put deals together and can raise capital and have assets and cash flow coming in. This email autoresponder can be of a lot of help in automation in regards to communication with the clients, collecting the database and keeping a database under our control. Of course, it's important that we keep that list, because those people that are coming in through the capture pages and landing pages that end up being clients, we will have control over their emails, and we can send emails back to them with other offers and things like that, because they already bought from us. So they're happy clients. They like what we gave them, what they were looking for, and then they will buy again because they had a good experience. So the email autoresponder, you'll find it at www.masterinvestor.email. You get a month for free, and within that opportunity there's also a way that we can create passive income, okay? Very self-explanatory. Once you get there, reach out if you need help, okay? We have a group of people behind each system ready to help with any questions, but everything is pretty much self-explanatory once you see it for yourself. So go to www.masterinvestor.email and get that, because it's going to help you make more sales on autopilot, detach yourself from the business or any investment, and as well as organize a group of people with different campaigns targeted to each group for a specific offer or product. And then if you are an artist, then you want to have that as well for your fans. You want to you can create the VIP fans. You can create a bunch of different lists, okay, from people that you're collecting for new fans that are coming in, and you want to give back to them. So the autoresponder allows you to also see the stats of each campaign. So who opens the email, what's the open rate, who clicked the link within the email, because we're going to show you how to invent links that are for them to make payments or whatever we offer and whatever we're selling. So We can see who's clicking on that, who's following all the steps, and then we can tweak it. Whatever they get in stuck, we're gonna see where people are not going to the next step, and then we can tweak and we can find out why. But most likely, they will end up buying because they love you and they like you, who you are. They end up in your list because they put their information into that page because they were interested in whatever we were offering. So most likely that individual will end up buying and becoming a lifetime client. All right, so the whole purpose is to build passive income. Here at Master Investor, we teach and show you and give you the references to build the asset column with assets that produce cash flow, produce passive income. And that's the income of the ultra rich. We are inside investors. We know how to build a business from ground up. We know how to pull deals together and bring money in from different sources, private investors and banks. We understand that when we build a business, we build it to raise capital on the front end from the customers and also on the back end from the investors. Okay, and we have to make it attractive and build it with that mindset from the get-go, from the start. Okay, we have to make it attractive. And what's the opportunity for the investors? It has to be scalable. It has to have leverage. It has to have room to grow the investment for the investors to be interested in an investment, right? That will produce them enough cash flow to bring that initial investment back, and then how much infinite return on investment they will get thereafter, and as much as the entrepreneur, right? So learning how to put the deal together, being inside investors, that's who we are here at Master Investor. We teach exactly what an inside investor is, which puts the deals together and brings money from other people. So we use other people's money, right, and other people's time. So OPM and other people's time, OPT, remember those two concepts. Other people's money, OPM, we master other people's money and other people's time, OPM and OPT. And we surround ourselves with OQP, a master investor. We encourage all of our partners to always create a team with OQP, only quality people, and the team positions, very critical. You get the wrong person on that position and the whole system and the whole investment and the whole business goes downhill. So it's critical that we have people that are specialists on those positions, and those people that can see the vision, that are smarter than we are, and can also have a genuine affection towards the business and our vision, and they share the same goals as we do, and they understand and they're transparent and they can execute what we want. So important that we have smarter people than we are on our team, as we preach here at Master Investor. We show you that as well, right? We surround ourselves with the best people around the world and the best people possible around wherever we are, in whatever situation and whatever room we enter, whatever event we go. We look and we attach ourselves to the only quality people, OQP. That's what we're for. And we're always closing, right? But we know how to sell without selling. We have knowledge. We are the right person. We're listeners. We like to listen, right? And get the information from the table, right? Because if we give all of our information, then we don't gain anything new. It's all about gaining. So, and so the more we listen, the better we become, right? And the more we act, and the more, when it's time to speak, we'll say the right thing, and we'll say what's necessary at that point in time, because we were listening. We will have an inside answer that will, shock the other person, right? And so it's all about listening and granting beingness to whoever we're talking to. Communication is key in business, right? Even when we do one-on-one communication, we have to remember that communication goes, is a cycle. It goes to the other person and it has to come back, and the clearer the messages to that person, the better we have that cycle, and it's supposed to come to an end cycle. So I say something and the other person receives it, and when the person receives it, then the person can say something and I received it because I'm listening to it. I'm not thinking about what I'm going to say next, but I'm listening to the individual and I'm granting beingness. I'm fully focused in what the person is saying, so that I can come up with an answer that is proper and also in our best interest at all times. Remember, we always take decisions that are in the best interest of ourselves, right? Very important. Here at Master Investor, we learn and we understand, and we do this, and we live it on a day-to-day basis. We stay focused and we make great decisions each moment of our lives, and we have the ability to choose from a decision or decisions and which one is the best for ourselves, because self-loving and self-discipline goes hand to hand. So we must combine those two together, because the more disciplined we want to be or we wish to be, the more loving we have to be to ourselves. So if we don't want to get fat, we can't eat that beautiful cake and the delicious cake that smells so good. I want to eat the cake, but no. So we got to understand that in order to become a greater person, we have to become more disciplined and take care of ourselves, right? And so we have to love ourselves even more. So be gentle to ourselves is key. However, let's learn from the mistakes. Let's make mistakes and fail harder, but smarter, right? Let's not commit the same mistakes. Let's learn from our mistakes so our wisdom sits in. And then that way, once we learn the lesson, we earn the blessing, right? And so let's focus in creating assets and acquiring assets that produce passive income into our income column on our financial statement. Remember, we have a financial statement. All of us have a financial statement, and a business have a financial statement. So when we acquire an asset, we should be asking them, or whoever is selling the asset, what is the financial statement of this business or investment? Because it will tell us the story of the entire operation and the real truth of the business, whether it's really a true asset, it's really making cash flow on autopilot, money that is basically free, printable income, right? And that's the holy grail. We, a Master Investor here, Inside Investors, we obtain everything for free legally. We position ourselves to obtain everything for free. Many people don't know that McDonald's is not in the business to sell hamburgers only. They're in the business, of course, to sell the franchises, right? For $1+ million to get one franchise from McDonald's and be able to manage it, plus royalties plus fees that the person has to give to McDonald's Corporation. But McDonald's is in the business of real estate. McDonald's is actually the wealthiest real estate company in the world. They control over $31 billion on, actually 31 billion, or is it $31 billion on real estate. And we can look it up on Google. And so they're the number one real estate company in the world, because they own and control each property that you see a McDonald's on around the world. So each corner on the best streets in the world, they control that, and for free, because who pays for that land? They got a loan from the bank, because the bank knows that that McDonald's franchise works and makes enough money to pay the loan. So the bank is in the business to lend money, so they say, yes, we'll lend you the money to get that. This is your mortgage, just start paying now. And then the McDonald's sells the franchise, turns around, sells the franchise to somebody, has 1.7 million, right, to start paying back that mortgage. And in every single month, the rent has to be due. So the person who owns the franchise pays McDonald's. So McDonald's grabs that money, plus all the royalties from the sales, or why not, because the franchise agreement will have all of that, right? But let's say X, Y, and Z amount goes to McDonald's Corporation every month. McDonald's turns around and pays the bank, and the rest is for McDonald's. So as cash flow, so everything was free. McDonald's obtained the franchise, obtained the land for free, because they got a loan, and they're paying the loan with OPM, all the people's money, and using all the people's time by selling the franchise to somebody else that wants to manage a franchise and be there, and then pays McDonald's. So at the end of the day, the game is on the cash flow, it's on the passive income. That's what we talk about here all the time. That's what we focus on passive income, because it's all about positioning ourselves to obtain everything for free. At some point, an asset is supposed to pay everything back, the initial investment back, and get to infinite return on investment, which is cash flow thereafter. It's free money. There's nothing in the investment from outside capital invested in it, and everything is being generated by the investment itself, by the operation. Right? And yes, we can inject capital to grow it, but we would use debt. We can use the bank's money at that point. Like I just did the example with McDonald's, right? Other people's money. We raise capital. We use other people's money. We put deals together. That's an inside investor. That's a master investor here. And we're not just any investor. Traders are not investors. They're traders, right? They're gamblers, right? They're uneducated, if they will. But here we teach the highest level. We teach the ultra rich mindset, and we teach and give the principles and core values of those individuals, and we can adopt them right away. All right, that mindset that I just laid out right now with the McDonald's and getting everything for free, that is yours to have. That is right now for us, and we operate with that. So that's how we start changing our core values. Anyway, what a great talk, and what a beautiful day today. Let's be grateful for everything that we have and focus on our asset column. All right, let's work hard to focus on our asset column and acquire assets. All right, not to chase any bag. We focus on creating assets and acquiring assets. Okay, we work smart, not necessarily hard physically. Right, we work hard but smart with our mind. Right, and then we attack our health. Yeah, we do exercise and all of that, and I encourage everyone that's listening to do exercise, right? 15 minutes at least a day, consistent, for a long period of time. And if we can do that forever, that's great. We will be at the top. So with everything, with our health, and like I am right now, right? And follow us on Instagram at Master Investor, to get inspired, to get money tips, to get investing tips, business principles that work in all economies, the good and bad news of money. We have a lot of new things coming out. We're excited. Please shop with us at www.masterinvestor.shop and check out our merchant and enjoy. Please represent the brand. This is for you. This is for everyone. Okay, this is for the people, for all the people living in this world, right? For the universe and everybody. We represent the business, money, and investing of the entire world. That's who we are. We represent the essence of money. We are the brand of money, and we are the essence of the ultra rich mindset, the inside investor. That's who we are here at Master Investor. We build assets, we help, and we show people the way to reach financial freedom. Now, how to build the assets, how to get from point A financially to point B financially, and then which vehicle to use to get there, and how to scale that and continue to do that and repeat the process offline and online as well. But we learn how to build businesses, because investing is all about businesses. The more we know about business and businesses, the more we can have an upper hand when it comes down to creating great cash flow and high performance investments, to be attractive for other investors to quickly give us the money and the capital. Remember, the number one job of an entrepreneur is to raise capital. The number one skill is to sell. Hope that adds value to your day, and I'm glad to be here speaking on another podcast of Master Investor. I'm grateful to be here with you, and stay great. And remember, passive income, assets in our asset column that produce cash flow into our income column on our financial statement. Rule number one of Master Investor is we make money work hard for us. We understand that money is an idea backed up by confidence. We understand that after 1971, the gold was separated and separated from the gold standard. And from that point on, the dollar became monopoly money, became fiat money. Very important change on the money history of the rules. Therefore, money became debt, and debt became king. That's why the dollar continues to be printed printed in the sense digitally, right? We're in debt. We continue to get in debt nationally, over $17 trillion in debt. That means that the government works that way. After 1971, anytime we needed to do something, we printed money legally, and so we can do the same thing. That's what we're doing here. The rules and laws are in favor of entrepreneurs and investors. So here at Master Investor, we acquire assets that produce cash flow legally, and we do it for freedom, to acquire freedom for us and for the people that are around us and the people that we want to be with and do the things with whenever we want to do them with, and whatever time, not wait 30 years or 20 years. No, we can get to financial freedom right now very quickly. Pay attention, stay focused, let's start building assets. Reach out, and we're here to help, okay? And we're growing the company. Everything is great. We have the best people behind us, and we have a lot of things coming out that will be just very much of help for everybody that is partnered up with Master Investor, okay? And visit www.masterinvestor.email for the email autoresponder, and then subscribe to our newsletter at www.masterinvestor.news. Ensure to execute, okay, your ideas, our ideas, with a plan of action. That's what we talked about at the beginning, right? We have to have a plan of action following our plan of thought, right? We have thoughts, we have ideas, put them down, we build a plan around it, and we take daily actions. It's about building every day little blocks that are perfectly laid on the ground. And let's work on our craft, let's work on ourselves, invest on ourselves. Let's expand our vocabulary, our business vocabulary, most importantly, right? And we are inside investors. We know how to put deals together. We know how to raise capital. We know how to sell without selling. And we can tell exactly whether something is an asset or liability because we can read financial statements. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, and I'll see you on the next podcast. I'll talk to you in the next podcast. Much love.